Eddie Murphy and a mysterious guy, no name given, from the past, from the 1800s. Usually it's from the 1800s, from the 19th century. Conan O'Brien, we all know about him, and a guy called Marshall Harvey Twitchell from the 19th century. Let's see more stuff. So not ending here. Mark Zuckerberg from Facebook, and on the left you have a portrait by Diego Velázquez, the famous painter, as you can see. And of course, there's many more like them. You know, it's not like they're just the only ones. There's so many people who look alike like this, and you understand why. Of course you do, because the whole truth has been given to us. Nicolas Cage, and this is from the 19th century, from the 1870s. Robert M. Smith. That's just your typical average. You know, you understand when I say what I've written in the title. Jennifer Lawrence, very famous, and Zubaida Torwat, something like that. She was famous as well in her days. Exactly identical. Let's see more. You all know Pirates of the Caribbean, right? Johnny Depp, and then an unknown guy, a guy whose name we have no clue about, don't know who he is. Very normal. Keanu Reeves from The Matrix, and Paul Munet from the 19th century as well. Well, there's more, just bear with me. Justin Timberlake, super famous, and then from 1800, Charles Byrne. I'm not sure if Byrne or Burns. Anyway, 1800, nothing new under the sun. Look, Peter Dinkley from Game of Thrones, and then a portrait by Sebastian de Morn. Just like we saw from the painter before. Jack Lees, also from Game of Thrones, and Roman Emperor Caligula, who, well, better not speak about Caligula because so disgusting in what history speaks about him. Also Shia LaBeouf, who played in Transformers, and Albert Einstein. It's surprising, isn't it, right? Yeah, let's see. More identical. William Shakespeare with Paul Giamatti. I'm just trying to be helpful, okay, to show you the reality of the real world. But there's more. Just stick with me. Alec Baldwin and Millard. I can't see the name here. Fillmore. Do you see? Do you understand? Of course you do. No. Again, there's nothing new under the... Yeah, well, Millard Fillmore. John Travolta and an unknown guy. No name given. There's sometimes you just have anonymous people who were never famous. They were just your typical average Joe. So yeah, let's see more. Michael Jackson, and portrait by Barent Fabricius. Hey, awesome stuff. Let me show you more. Jack Black, famous, with Paul Revere. Again, nothing new under the sun. Jimmy Kimmel, and an unknown lady in this case. You put them together, you would say they're brothers, right? Brother and sister. But she's from the 1800s, so I guess you understand what we are as a human species. Of course, Matthew McConaughey and an unknown guy. Even the way they wear the beard and stuff and the mustache, right? Same stuff. Let's see more, because I want to impress you more. Chuck Norris and a painting by Vincent van Gogh. I want to show you more. Charlie Sheen and John Brown. Impressive, isn't it? Jay-Z and a guy from Harlem in the 1930s. Eminem and Harold Innis. Look at that. From the 1900s. So many interesting things. Ellen DeGeneres and Henry David Torres. In this case, look at this. As you can see, you open your brain and you open your eyes. Like they say, a picture is worth more than 1,000 words. I could show you so many of these, but it's just I guess people get scared. Leonardo DiCaprio and Judy Zipper. Do you get the point? Queen Latifah and Zora Neale Hurston. Oh, this one is one of my favorite. Daniel Radcliffe, famous Harry Potter, and just your unknown girl, right? And then there's another one here with Daniel Radcliffe, Harry Potter. There was another one. I'll show it to you. I think more in the end. Famous Sylvester Stallone, right? Rocky, and a man from the painting by this painter, Gregory, Pop Gregory something. Let's see more. Orlando Bloom from The Lord of the Rings and Nicolae Grigorescu. More. Oh yes, this is the one from Dan Radcliffe. In this case, with a guy, just your unknown guy during the Second World War. Daniel Radcliffe, right? Now, haven't you asked yourself the question why there's a limit to our human faces? I mean, everything is written in the biblical text and also the ancient text. Douglas MacArthur, famous, and Bruce Willis, super famous. They even played characters in the movies, right? Anyway, I'm gonna show you the last one. Eminem, and a Roman emperor. Who was the Roman emperor? I can't see his name. A Roman emperor, anyway. A Roman emperor only lived for 27 years. And I'm not sure if there's one more. Yes, there's one more. Zayn Malik and Joseph Stalin when he was young. And that's it. So, yeah. Ask yourself the question why there's a limit to human faces, to people's faces. And they even say, there's even like a saying stating that there's at each given time in our lives, there's 7 people looking the same in the world. And of course, in places like China and other places, there's more than 7. But yeah, but that just scares people, I guess. People, they don't want to acknowledge the reality of the real world. Which ones are like the ones? I mean, there's a bunch of them that are super identical. Definitely, I have to say, Johnny Depp, for example, it's mind blowing. Jennifer Lawrence and Nicolas Cage, again, they're also mind blowing. This one is Conan O'Brien. Some of them are Eddie Murphy. Some of them are like super mind blowing. This one with Albert Einstein and Shia LaBeouf again. Actually, William Shakespeare. Michael Jackson. There are some which are shocking to the face, but I hope this makes more sense. And I know this topic is not something that you like. Not you, but specifically people don't specifically like to speak about this because it makes them think too much. And then when you think a bit more, then you ask some questions that totally change the reality you live in. So, see you in the next video.